All right, Four Pines Hostel, we are about ready to head out. It's set up in this garage right here. Lots of room on the inside, comfortable bunks. Great place to stay. We enjoy it. Good view of the mountains. I came out a time or two last night and the fireflies were out in force. It was awesome. And very, very comfortable place to have a good rest and resupply and get some good food at the homestead. We're gonna head on down the trail. Well, we're back on trail this morning. The trail goes that way, I'm pretty sure. Hadn't seen a blaze. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I see a blaze. Trail goes that way. That's the road we crossed yesterday to go to the gas station, and we were fortunate that there was some folks from Four Pines down there at the gas station who brought us back up that way, about half a mile to, or 3/4 of a mile, no, not 3/10 of a mile, to the hostel where we rested last night. It was nice. Lots of folks there that we'd seen before. That's been one of the things I think has been most phenomenal, is running into people that we've seen a multitude of times before. So anyway, we'll talk to you at the trail. We're gonna load up and get ready to go. Talk to you soon. I'm gonna go ahead and call this the mountain stream of the day because in looking over the guidebook, this may be the only one of its kind that we passed today. Our water sources along the trail today are very scarce. I'm carrying 4 liters, which means almost 9 pounds. It's 8.8 pounds, 2.2 pounds per liter. And that's a lot more water than I generally carry. But I knew that we weren't gonna have water much along the trail today, so I went ahead and camelled up and have a big bag full, and Gavin does too, so hopefully we'll not get dehydrated. And we'll carry on up the trail a bit. Whew, boy, I'm winded. We just came up through this pasture, and truthfully, we probably were over in that other one across the way there too, a little while ago. I wonder if that's the rocks up there where we were yesterday up on the top. I have to look at that and see. This may be a good time to get out Peak Finder. But, well, coming up through that field was hard because you're out in the sun and it's hot. Here comes Hawkeye making his way up. We'll catch our breath and keep on getting it. Well, here I am on the top of something. It seems like we've been climbing almost since we got on the trail this morning. Not what I was expecting, but I hope we're up on the ridge line now and we can just kind of coast for a little ways. I know that we've got a big climb to McAfee Knob later, about 1,200 feet, I think, over 2 miles. And I hope that'll be switchbacked and a fairly good trail. We'll have to see what happens when we get there. But we're not sure exactly how far we're going. We've got a couple of options. Our original plan was there's a shelter about 10 miles out. Definitely want to make that one. There's one about 16 miles out. If we can do it, that'd be awesome to make that. And that would put us closer to town tomorrow. So we'll see how things go. But I'm trying to get my legs back. I'm not feeling it today. But hopefully as the day wears on, I'll get more energy and I'll kick it in and everything will be good. So we'll check in up the trail a little bit and talk to you later. Well, I just pulled up right here, right before doing a little bit of a downhill. I don't know how much, but we've been walking on the ridge for the last little bit and that's been pleasant. I feel like I got my legs back a little bit. I was able to stride out and do my thing. Came from down this way, and the trail's gonna go off down into the woods, go figure. And we're still making strides towards McAfee Knob. I haven't checked the distances yet. I'm not much of an early in the day distance checker, but I am kind of curious about the terrain just because I haven't hiked as strongly today as I sometimes do, I don't feel like. It's real nice to find these mountain laurels that still have some blooms on them. And beautiful day, the wind's blowing, it's nice and cool. It's supposed to be really hot today, but the wind sure is helping out a lot, so we're thankful for that. So we'll head on down the trail. Well, interesting, I'm not sure whether we're on the trail or not. There's a little crossing back here that's not real clearly marked, but this was just a few feet off the trail, so I thought I would show you this. Got a partially obstructed view out there, but not much. We're gonna have better views later, so stay with us. We'll walk on down what I think is gonna be the trail. I'm gonna peek for white blazes first, though I don't see any up there. I'll go back this way and see what I see, because it's not but about 10 or 15 feet. And I'll be back in touch later. Well, moving on up the trail, and I came to this little bit of an overlook right here. Not a huge view, but it's a nice one. And boy, this would be a nice place you could camp in here. I'm standing where somebody's had a fire before. The only downside to it is I'm sure there's nowhere nearby there's water. And I really don't like dry camping, but it is what some people enjoy if they bring their water in here and don't need a lot of water to get out. So they could do it, but it'd be a real pleasant place, and you'd wake up with a nice view in the morning. I just got back, or just got behind 3 ladies that had their small children out from infant to toddler. I guess they had probably, oh gosh, 6 kids between them, maybe, something like that. A couple of folks were carrying backpack carriers with infants, and it's really nice chatting with them. Gave me an opportunity to slow down and breathe a little bit, which I probably needed. And I feel like Hawkeye closed the gap a little bit. I think I'm pretty close to the road crossing down here where we dropped off a couple of hikers after supper last night. We'll sort of see what we got, but anyway, we're on a good, nice trail right now. We'll have rocks today, and we'll have ups and we'll have downs. It's always the way it is. And I just kind of walk on whatever's at my feet because that's kind of the only choice you have. So you keep on, I guess, taking the next step, as it were. Yep, I had to slide that in there, didn't I? All right, I'm gonna head on down the trail and we'll talk to you soon. Well, this is the parking area for McAfee Knob. Lots of folks out day hiking today on a Friday holiday weekend. And I just pulled up and had a bite of lunch. Gavin's gonna do the same. He went to the Porta John for a minute, but we're gonna be crossing the road right over there and heading up the hill. I think we got a little over, not quite 4 miles, 3.7 to get to the peak, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be a good, easy trail. We'll see what happens. We'll check with you out there. Pretty nice view on the way up to McAfee Knob. We're just under 3.5 miles out from it. Hopefully the trail's gonna be nice. I think there's as many section hikers or day hikers as there are out here. I bet the trail's gonna be friendly to us since we've been walking nonstop for months now. So we'll see how things go, but just a truly gorgeous view here, and I know we'll see better ones as we go along. Well, still climbing McAfee Knob, and this has been very pleasant. You see the trail out in front of me now, and there's not been much of it that's been any steeper than this, and we're near to the top. We're under a mile, and that's been a blessing because I didn't want to climb another Dragon's Tooth like we did yesterday. It may get steeper here in the last little bit, but we are well on our way, and looking forward to the views from up there. So I'll check with you shortly. Well, this is McAfee Knob, and I figured out the secret to getting here. It is don't come first thing in the morning. Come late in the afternoon when people are going down instead of coming up. Man, that is awesome. What a gorgeous view. Holy cow. Man, that is just incredible. 270 degrees nearly. And the wind is blowing and it feels nice. Okay, I just came over to the actual ledge over here and looking down into that valley. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm gonna walk over this way.
We made it, Dad.
Huh?
We made it.
Yep, we did.
Well, McAfee Knob.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one step at a time. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Just one of the things we're seeing on the way south or north off of McAfee's Knob. Big rocks, trees, gorgeous trail, and glad to be going at least mostly downhill now for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too steep and too rocky, and we'll see you up the way. Well, this is the Campbell Shelter. This was our original destination for today. It's about 10 miles into the day, but we're definitely going to go on to the next shelter. We're going to stop here and eat a little bit, see what we got, and we're going to plow on up the road about 6 more miles and reevaluate. We'll see how things go, but this is dinner time. Well, I realized I haven't taken very many videos this afternoon because we've been working hard to do our miles and get up to McAfee Knob, which we did. And it was awesome. This is a big, big, big rock up here. And there's a few other big rocks. But we're making our way toward Tinker Cliffs now and then on to Shelter. And we'll see where things are there. Gavin's really wanting to get on into town, but that's gonna make a really, really, really long day. We'll look at it and see if there's a way we can do it and arrive at a reasonable time. We'll give it a go. All right, so the trail goes up and over. I'm gonna have to hang up. So we'll talk to you soon. Well, not sure what body of water that is, but man, this is a nice view. This is, I guess, in the opposite direction from what we've been seeing for a little while, because I've not seen that lake or river or whatever it is. It looks almost like there's a boat down there on it. But we're on more of this stuff. This is really, really crazy rock. You're kind of walking up the rock face and hope that your feet don't slip out from under you. So I'll continue on. Oh boy, I'm panting. We're still headed up towards Tinker Cliffs, and I think we're closing in on it. This is a big, big rock that I've not seen one quite like before. I thought I would show it to you. And I know that you never tire of hearing me pant and complain about upehills. Whew. So the trip up to McAfee was not bad, because it was kind of graded for day hikers. There's only one steep section. It was kind of at the very, very beginning. This one, not so much. We've been climbing for a mile or so, pretty steadily. But I think we're getting there. So I'll let you know when we arrive. Okay, I stopped too soon. I'm not sure that this is what we came to see, but it's worth seeing. So I turned the camera back on. Just rocks, rocks, rocks. Big ones. House-sized rocks. That one's kind of sitting on its little pedestal there and kind of propped up on a neighbor. Very interesting. This may be that we're getting close to Tinker Cliffs, or maybe this is it and I just don't realize it. It could be that. And we've got a nice little red flower right here. Posing for the camera. Nice one. Okay, trail goes that way. So we'll see you shortly. So this is Tinker Cliffs, that view that you just saw a few minutes ago. Pretty impressive, wasn't it? With the buzzards flying around. And the trail goes right here, right along, so that you can see the views. That's pretty phenomenal. So this is the third of the Virginia Triple Crown that we've covered in the last 2 days. Pretty doggone impressive. And we are headed to our shelter now to evaluate whether or not we want to try to just go ridiculous and try to make it a 26th day. We talked about it. We'll have to look and see what time it is when we get there. We shouldn't be too far, and truthfully, we should have done all of our major climbs for the day, I think. So we'll look at it and see. We'll talk to you up the road. Wow, check out these rocks. I got Gavin standing there in front of them so we can see the sense of scale here, of just how very, very big these things are. This really pretty awesome. We passed by Tinker Cliffs, and we're on our way downhill now for the first time in a while. So hopefully things will go well for us. We got switchbacks. So we may be going downhill for a little while yet. We'll see. Alrighty. We came, we saw, we walked on. We have been to Lambert's Meadow Shelter, and I'll let Gavin make the call. We're going for 26. We're doing a marathon today. He's lost his mind. So wish us well. We've got our headlamps gassed up. Not gassed up, new batteries. And we are headed to Daleville, hopefully before midnight. I'll talk to you soon. Wow, that's a big snake. Gavin just stepped right over it. He wasn't looking at his feet at all. He just stepped right over it. It's about a 5-foot black snake. You all right there, bud? Yeah. All right, let's go up the trail more carefully. Pay attention to where we're going. Well, we're hiking around and trying to get towards Daleville. And this is the view that we got, farmland forever. And I think somebody may have been fertilizing because we're getting wafts of something. Oh, that's a really nice house right in the middle there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, where did I get it? There it is. Pretty house right there. That's a nice one. Got a good view of the mountains from their front porch, I'm sure, and probably the bedroom window. All right, we're going to head it on up the road, trying to make Daleville before too late.